Okay, so I have all of my supplies gathered, and one thing, if you don't have colored construction paper or anything like that, you're gonna notice that I'm actually using some junk mail that I got in the mail. So you can literally make your heart snail using any materials. So I do have a couple ads that I'm using that I picked out because I like the colors. I do need a marker and a pencil, glue, and scissors. And obviously your scissors will look a lot smaller than mine. I also need a background piece of paper. Again, it can be colored, it can be white, it could be notebook paper. We can make art out of anything. So in the instructions, I had a couple Google Sheets that you guys could see each step, but I'm gonna go step by step to show you first how to draw a heart, cut it out, and then also how to make our little heart snail. So the first thing, even before we get started, we do want to talk about scissor safety. If you have been in my classroom in person, you know I have a scissor safety song that I'm going to go through it with you right now, because safety is always key. So again, my scissors are a lot bigger than yours, but it's still the same concept. So if you remember, I always say, "What's up, dude?" Best friends. So that goes, "What's up, dude?" and best friends. Chicken wing? No. That means we keep our elbow tight to our side and not going like this with our scissors. Do I cut the air? No. Do we cut our hair? No. What do we cut? Paper. So now if you want to, you can always kind of sing that song to yourself. Now I'm going to start making some of my hearts. Now with this, if you're having a hard time making a heart, we can even break the heart down into basic shapes. The first thing I'm going to do is make a larger heart. You may want to try it with pencil first, but I'm going to do it with a marker so you can see it in the video. The first thing is we make the letter V. Next, I'm going to make the letter M on top. So I'm going to go boom and boom. Now I have a heart. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. So now again, thinking about my safety scissors, I am going to cut this out. And again, if it's not perfect, that is okay. All right, we have our first heart. I'm going to set that aside. Okay. And I'm going to draw another one, and I think I want a different color to go with the pinkish and the candy that I see in this ad. So I'm going to take this, and I like this part of the ad, so I'm going to make a smaller heart to fit inside that one. So I'm going to go ready and around. Again, if you need to do it using those basic shapes, you can start with the letter V and then an M. All right, and then I'm going to cut this out. This is a great way to use supplies that you have at home and also practice scissor safety and practice drawing basic shapes. Okay, I've got my next heart, and if you notice, it fits inside. So this is going to become the shell of my snail. The last thing I need to do, actually there's two more things, is I need to make two small hearts for the antennae. And with that, I'm going to go back to my pink color. And you know what I just see? I already see a heart that's there. So I'm going to trace over it all of the way. And I'm going to need two of these. So with this, I'm going to be very smart. And I'm going to fold my paper over just like this, and then I'm going to cut it out. By folding it over, the cool thing is I'm going to end up with two of the exact same shapes. If you see, I'm mostly moving my paper, not even really moving my scissors. And look at, now I have two more hearts. I need to also make the body of my snail. So I can come back to this sheet because I like that turquoise color, which is really a picture of a bathroom. And I'm going to make a big circle. That's going to be my snail's head and a smiley face. All right. Then I'm going to extend that to the end so that I know later on my shell fits right there. And you can make it as big as you want or as small as you want. It is entirely up to you. So again, I'm going to cut it out. And if you don't want to see your marks, after you cut it out, you can always flip your paper over and then you won't see the circle that you made, the lines in it, or you won't see if you didn't cut it out perfectly. But it is up to you because you might like the color on this. But you know what? I think I'm going to use this side. All right. So the next thing is you're going to take your background paper and you're going to take your glue. If you don't have glue, you can always use tape, or you could just lay it on top of it. And that just won't make it a permanent art piece, but nobody said you had to keep it forever. All right. Then I'm going to paste this down. The next step is I'm going to take my biggest shell to put right there, my biggest heart, and I am going to glue it on also. Do you know the next step? Yep. I am going to take that turquoise heart, again, glue it. It doesn't need a lot, but again, if I need tape, I could just tape it on. Now I can make a tenna. In the example, I said you could cut it out of paper, or if you have a marker, you can actually make 2 long lines that stick out right from there. And these are kind of small hearts, so it may be a little tricky to add some glue to it. I'm going to add my heart right there. The next step is I'm going to add my next heart. Ooh, it got stuck to my glue stick right here. See, they are a little tricky getting them stuck. And the last step is I can draw a face. So if I wanted to, I could make a really big circle and then fill it in dark to make the eye. And again, I always leave that little bit of white space just so it looks like there's reflection or light, and then I can make a smiley face. All right, and look at simple steps, simple cutting, and we now have a heart snail. Well, I hope you had a great time learning how to make not only your hearts, but also turning them into your heart snail. Thanks for watching.